Hello Prepsters, Jai Hind. Welcome back to our wonderful channel, Math Tips. So the topic of the day is partial fractions. So this is not any particular chapter in class 11 and 12, but it is a very important and a useful tool to solve integral calculus, which is in class 12. In this video, I will tell you in detail what is partial fractions and how to solve each and every type of this question. And in the next video, I will give you the short tricks which will be helpful for finding the answer of this in less than 30 seconds, which will be helpful for the competitive exam students. So now, without wasting our time, let's begin. So the first question of the day is, what are partial fractions? So partial fractions is nothing but a method to decompose or break complex rational fractions. I will tell you about this. What are rational fractions? This is a complex rational fraction into 2 or more simpler fractions. So this is to break the complex rational fractions into 2 or more simple fractions. So this is nothing but is helping us to easily solve a complex question. So now I will tell you what are rational fractions. So rational fractions are nothing but when we take the polynomial functions into fraction, then it is known as rational fractions. Like we can represent this as px upon gx, where gx is not equals to 0 and where px and gx are polynomial functions. I will tell you about this. What are polynomial functions? Polynomial functions. सो रैशनल फ्रैक्शंस क्या है? आपका रेशियो है किसका? आपके पॉलिनोमियल फंक्शंस का, जहां पर डिनोमिनेटर जीरो नहीं हो सकता. सो रैशनल फंक्शंस पता चल गया आपको. अब आते हैं पॉलिनोमियल फंक्शंस पे. सो पॉलिनोमियल फंक्शंस इज नथिंग बट इफ वी राइट px इक्वल्स टू a0 a1x plus a2x square dot anxn. Now here is the condition that n is always be belonging to integer, and number 2 is n will always be greater than 0. So if this is a series, so if this is a function, if this is a function and this is a condition, then it is known as polynomial functions. So I have told you about the partial fractions, I have told you about the rational fractions, and I have told you about the polynomial functions. So the ratio of polynomial functions is nothing but rational fractions, and this is a complex fraction, and we have to break down into simpler fractions. And to break down into simpler fractions, we use partial fractions. So this is total about what is partial fraction. Now I will tell you about the implementation of this method. So before moving to the implementation part, I have one thing left for you, that is there are two types of rational fractions. Number one is proper and number 2 is improper. So number 1 is proper and number 2 is improper. So in proper, the degree of px, that is numerator, so it is a function, so there will be a degree, and so the degree of px is less than gx. So this is known as proper rational fraction. Number 2 is improper, px upon gx. So in this, the degree of px is greater than gx. So in this, the degree is px is less than gx. So for solving this from partial fractions, firstly we have to divide the px until the remainder, the degree of the remainder is less than gx. I will tell you, that is px upon gx like this. So if there is x square plus 2x plus 3 upon x. So here the degree of this is 2 and the degree of this is 1. So we have to divide such that the remainder, the degree of the remainder, the degree of the remainder is less than degree of gx, is less than degree of gs. So आपको इसको ऐसे डिवाइड करना है कि जिसका रिमाइंडर है वो आपका gx से कम आए, क्योंकि इसको हम ऐसे लिखेंगे, क्वोशिएंट प्लस rx, this is what, this is nothing but the remainder after dividing px by gx. जब आप px को gx से डिवाइड करेंगे तो रिमाइंडर आएगा rx, so that upon gx, क्योंकि इसकी जो क्या बोलते हैं आपकी डिग्री है वो कम होगी। हमको ऐसे डिवाइड करना है कि जो rx की डिग्री है, किसकी डिग्री है, rx की, रिमाइंडर की डिग्री है वो कम हो gx से, जो हमारा डिनोमिनेटर था। तो ये क्या बन गया, प्रॉपर रैशनल फ्रैक्शन। फिर उसके बाद जो मैं इंप्लीमेंटेशन बताऊंगा फिर उससे ये सॉल्व होगा। ये तो नॉर्मल इंप्लीमेंटेशन से सॉल्व होगा, बट ये जो है सबसे पहले इसको इस फॉर्म में लाना पड़ेगा, इस फॉर्म में लाना पड़ेगा, सबसे पहले इसको इस फॉर्म में लाना पड़ेगा, तब जाके ये जो मैं इंप्लीमेंटेशन बताने वाला हूं उससे सॉल्व होगा। सो नाउ लेट्स मूव टू द इंप्लीमेंटेशन पार्ट ऑफ partial fraction. Now we will move to the implementation part. So the first type of this is type 1 problem is when the denominator of the rational fraction is the denominator of rational fraction is linear, non-repeated factor. So this is 2x plus 3 upon x minus 1 x plus 3, 2x plus 3 x plus 1, this is x plus 1 and this is x minus 3. So this is the question. Now first we will see this is proper rational fraction or improper rational fraction. So this is a proper rational fraction because the degree of the numerator, that is px, is less than the degree of the denominator, that is gx. Why? Because here the degree is 1, the maximum power of the x is, the maximum power in this function is 1 and in this 2. So this is less, so this is a proper rational fraction and therefore we don't have to divide this px by gx. Now we will move to the solution part. So the representation of this rational fraction in the form of partial fraction is a upon x plus 1 plus b upon x minus 3. So now we will take the LCM. In the left hand side we will write this only, x plus 1 x minus 3, and in this we will take the LCM as x plus 1 x minus 3 ax minus 3 plus b x plus 1. Now this and this will be cancelled, so 2x plus 3 equals to ax minus 3a plus bx plus b. So this is there, and now we will compare the coefficients of x and the constant, that is 2x equals to ax plus bx, and in this we will compare 3 equals to minus 3a plus b. We will multiply this by 3, so we can take x common and cancel the x. Here x will be common and x will be cancelled, and we will simultaneously solve both this equation. Like this we will multiply by 3 on both sides. This is 3a plus 3b. Now we will solve this. 3a plus b equals to 3. Now it will come plus, this will get cancel. This is 4b. So here the answer of b is 9 by 4, and we can keep this value in this, that is 3 equals to minus 3a plus 9 by 4. So minus 3a will become plus, and 9 by 4 upon minus 3. To this we got 4, 9 minus 12, that is minus 3 upon 4, and minus 3 and 3 will come down. So this will become minus 1 by 4. So the answer of A is minus 1 by 4. So this is how we will solve the type 1 problem, that is in the denominator of the rational fraction. This is the denominator of the rational fraction is a linear. This is a linear function because the degree of this is 1 only, and it is non-repeated. That is, this factor is different. This is x plus 1 and this is x minus 3. And now moving to the second type, in which it will be linear only, but it will be repeated factor. So in the next video, I will tell you about the short trick of this, which you can solve, which you will be able to solve in less than 30 seconds. Now moving to the second type. The second type is repeated factors. So the question is x plus 1 upon x minus 1 whole square. So in this, the representation in the form of partial fraction of this is a upon x minus 1 plus b upon x minus 1 whole square. Now we will take the normal LCM. X minus 1 plus b, and this will be x plus 1 upon x minus 1 whole square. This and this will get cancelled. Here ax minus a plus b, here will be x plus 1. So here a will be 1 and minus a plus b equals to 1. A will be 1, so b will become 2. So this is a simple question in which I have explained you how to solve this by partial fraction. This is of type 2. Now type 3. For this question there is also a trick, which I will tell you in the next video. So in this, the denominator is quadratic. Type 3. So in this, the denominator is quadratic factors, and that also not resolvable into linear factor. This is a very important point which the student generally miss. Quadratic factor non-resolvable into linear factor. The meaning of this is the factor should not be like this. The quadratic factor should not be like this, x square plus 2x minus 3, because this can be resolvable into linear factors, that is x square plus 3 minus 1 x minus 3 x square plus 3x minus x minus 3 x plus 3 and x minus 1. So this is a type 1 problem. This is a type 1 problem because this is a quadratic equation, and if you will solve by type 3, this will be wrong because this can be simplified into linear factors. So you have to be very vigilant while solving questions. So this is done. So we will take quadratic factors which are not capable of breaking down into linear factors. So the question of this is x plus 4 upon x square minus 2. This is a quadratic factor, and this will be x plus 3. This will be x minus 3. So now the representation of this in partial fraction is ax plus b. When there is a quadratic factor, then we will write x square minus 2. and plus this is simple type 1 problem, that is plus c upon x minus 3. Now you can write this, take the LCM, and ax plus b, this is x minus 3 c x square minus 2. So the LCM and the LCM will get cancelled and x plus 4. So I will rub it down. X square minus 2 and x minus 3. Done. So now we will solve this. Ax square minus 3ax plus bx minus 3b plus cx square minus 2c. Here will be x plus 4. So x square minus 3x plus bx minus 3b plus cx square minus 2c. So now we will compare the coefficients. So here x square coefficient is 0. If you will write like this, 0 into x square plus, so it will not affect this equation. So we can write 0. So a plus c equals to 0. So a plus c will be 0. So a plus c will be 0. Now the second is x minus 3a plus b minus 3a plus b equals to 1, and the third is the constants, that is minus 3b minus 2c equals to 4. Now from here a equals to minus c. So a equals to minus c will be put in this. This is plus, this will become plus 3c plus b equals to 1, and this will be minus 3b minus 2c equals to 4. So now we will multiply this by 3. So 9c plus 3b equals to 3. Now we will simultaneously solve this. Minus 2c equals to 4. This and this will be cancelled out. 7c equals to 7, and this c equals to 1. So this c equals to 1 came, and so a will be minus 1. And now we will put in this equation c, a came. So in this minus 3b minus 2 equals to 4. This b will come, it will go there, 6 minus 2. So this is how 3 type of problems can be solved by partial fraction. So these are the only types in this topic. In the next video, I will give you the short tricks which will be much more easier and less time taking, and it will be more helpful in the competitive exams. So until then, prepare hard